Good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and be taking a look at the practice problems for lesson 3.11. Compare relationships. All right, so looking at number 1, it says the graphs below show the distance 2 cars have traveled along the freeway over a period of several seconds. Car A is traveling at 30 meters per second. Which equation from those shown below is the best choice for describing the distance traveled by car B after X seconds? Well, obviously car B is traveling less. So when we want to write car A as an equation, car A is equal to 30 meters every second. So car A's equation can be represented by 30 times x, where our rate of change is 30. So according to these equations down here, which rate of change is less than 30? That would be d, y equals 15x, because it wants the one that's below. Very good. All right, on to number 2. At a factory, a machine fills jars with the salsa. The manager of the factory is considered buying a new machine that fills 78 jars of salsa every 3 minutes. To support his decision, he wants to compare the rate of change of the new machine to the old machine. The graph below shows the numbers of jars of salsa filled over time with the old machine. Okay, so the manager is about to fill an order of 765 jars of salsa. How long would it take to fill this order on the old machine? Should the manager consider replacing the old machine with the new one? So let's figure out the rate of change, right? In this old machine, so this is our old machine here, let's find how many it can do in 1 minute. So in 1 minute, follow the graph, it can make 30 jars of salsa. So the old machine makes 30 jars of salsa for every minute. The new machine makes 78 in 3 minutes. So to decide how much it makes in 1, we're going to take $78 and divide it by 3. So when we do that, 78 divided by 3, the new machine actually makes 26 jars of salsa every minute. So if the manager is going to be filling this order, how long would it take to fill the order on each machine? Well, let's figure that out. So 765 would be equal to 30x. That would be the old machine. The new machine would be 765 is equal to 26 times x. Remember, x is the time. So x is saying time. So my old equation is saying 30 jars every 1 minute. My new equation is saying 26 every 1 minute. So if I follow my rules for solving equations, and I take 765 and I divide that by 30, the old machine is going to make 25.5 jars in that time. So, sorry, I apologize. So in 25.5 minutes, it'll make the 765 jars. And then over here to find the new machine will actually take 29.4 minutes. So the manager should really just stick with this old machine, because why would you want to pay more for something that's going to be less proficient? All right, almost there. So number 3, Christina and her sister Tracy are painting rooms in their house. The graph below represents the rate at which Christina paints, and the table is Tracy. Both sisters paint at a consistent pace. So who's painting faster? Well, let's look at the number of minutes. So in 1 minute, in 1 minute, Christina paints 4 square feet. For Tracy, it takes her 5 minutes to paint 18.5 square feet. So we can find out per minute by dividing 18.75 by 5. So in 1 minute, Tracy actually does 3.75 square feet. So who's painting faster? Well, Christina would be painting much faster because in 1 minute she covers 4 square feet, where Tracy's just a smidge behind at 3.75 square feet per minute. All right, the last one, 3 linear equations are represented below. Order the equations by the slope of the line that represents each equation from least to greatest. So starting with function a, it's y equals x. Remember in algebra, there's an invisible 1 that sits in front of that x. So my slope here is actually 1. Looking at function b, let's go ahead and find our slope. Remember, we need 2 points. So here's a point, and it looks like kind of tiny on my screen, but let's go here because I know for sure that that's a point. So I'm going to be going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up my rise. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my run. So 6 fourths, which reduces to 3 halves. And my rate here would be my change in y. So I'm going from 1 to 4, which is 3. And then here I'm changing x by -3 all the way up to 6. So -3 all the way up to 6 would give me +9. So this would be 1/3. So from least to greatest, it would be function C would be first, because 1/3 is less. 3.5 is 1.5, so it would go function C, function A, function B. Great job, y'all. Always remember to let me know if you have questions.